Basketball is different because it's such a direct competition. And what we do now, there isn't. The competitiveness that I bring to work every day is really helping people, in a sense, be competitive with themselves. It's probably the most important thing. You know, when you're in this culture in our society, you can do some phenomenal things individually, but they'll never reach their full potential unless you do them collectively. And you have to figure out how to do that. And you know, Phil Jackson was great at that. Phil, he wouldn't just coach the team or coach the game, but he'd read everything about every single player. Really? He'd learn about your history, how you grew up, how you were raised, where were you raised. You know, he'll read every interview and he'll learn about you, and gives him a better understanding of what's motivating you or what your insecurities are, right? And then it just helps him communicate with you better, or even push a button here if he needs to. We were just talking about it here in the office the other day. When you play the game, you hit a game-winning shot, you miss a shot, the reaction's there. You can see how people are responding to it, right? You can feel it. The energy is there. What I do now, you don't. Like, I don't see how people are affected by their basketball, or, you know, creating the punies and you put it out there. Like, I wish I could see a car ride of a family the first time their daughter hears Lily's Lemonade and what she's doing, you know, she's singing along to it. That's not there, right? So that's the challenge. That's the one thing that I miss, is being able to feed off of the energy. Yeah.
Kobe Bryant urges everyone to have a strong purpose. Don't let trivial things attract your attention. Anything else outside of your goal is lame. Don't be distracted by this. His philosophy is simple: get better every day by continuing to work hard. Make sure you protect your dreams and help keep them pure. Figure out how to make your dreams become a collective or team goal. Don't ever hold back. Always keep working towards your goal. Everything you do has to be the best of your ability. Be honest and brave when admitting you can do better. When someone criticizes you, it's the act, not you as a person, they are trying to improve. Find your inner voice and listen to yourself in the morning as you start your day. Give yourself 10 to 15 minutes of meditation time to gather your thoughts and anchor yourself for the day. You can control and dictate your day when you are focused and grounded.
You wake up in the morning and you go. Even if you tried to dial it back, it'll just build up, and then it'll just come out 10 times worse than it was before. You know, we don't compromise that. Do not break the magic. Everything comes from this world. Everything has purpose, and everything must be to the best of your ability. So like, my job is really to make sure that, you know, when you work here, you're tasked with challenging yourself to do the best job you can. And that means you have to be honest and be brave about it. Like, you gotta be able to look in the mirror and say, I can do better. Yeah, it comes from one of our coaches in the past. His name was Tex Winter. We used to watch game film. He was pretty brutal on us as players, but he always said, I'm not criticizing the person, I'm criticizing the act, right? So remove yourself from that, remove the ego from this process, and just focus on the act. The goal is to help us all become better. And when you do that, you can kind of remove yourself from that. Now you can look at actions, and then you can truly improve, you know, as a basketball player. I meditate every day, and I do it in the mornings, and I do it for about 10 to 15 minutes. And I think it's important because it sets me up for the rest of the day. You know, it helps me. It's like having an anchor. You know, it's if I don't do it, I feel like I'm constantly chasing the day, as opposed to being able to be controlled and dictate the day. Not that you're, you know, calling the shots on what comes forward, but the fact that I am set and ready for whatever may come my way. You know, I have a calmness about whatever comes my way, and a poise, and that comes from starting the morning off with meditation. For me, it's really just listening to my inner self. I mean, that's basically it. Like, you sit in silence and you just allow these thoughts to come forward, and you get a chance to observe the self and things that may be lying beneath the surface that, if you don't have that time to sit quietly on your own, you'll never pay attention to. You know, because if you think about it, like, the reality is we're paying attention to so many things that are going on around us. Trivial things weren't going to pull my attention. It had to be things weren't going to pull my attention. It had to be things that I had a purpose. I wanted to be one of the best basketball players to ever play. And anything else that was outside of that lane, I didn't have time for. The love of the game, the challenge. Like, I would watch Magic play, I'd watch Michael play, and I would see them do these unbelievable things, and I'd say, you know, can I get to that level? My philosophy was a very simple one, and this is where I think film plays a big part of my life. You know, Rudy was one of my favorite films growing up. After watching that film, I come to understand, if I could work that hard every day with the
being blessed with the physical tools that I have, what would my career be?
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment for more content.